Good morning. My name is K. Daniels, and I want to welcome us again to What's Inspiration Today from the Elohim Christian Center for Creative Youth International, also known as Palace of Creativity. And our passion is to bring timeless truth to everyone that desires to be what's inspired, that is, catching inspiration from the Word, for everyday, function. And I want to believe that what you're going to be hearing this morning is going to inspire you and give you something to walk by all through today. In Jesus' name. Today we're going to be looking at facts about mentorship. Facts about mentorship. What is mentorship and how can we maximize our mentorship experience? That is pursuing qualified mentors. And I want us to know that mentors are life monitors. They are like monitors. That is a computer monitor. They project or display what we hold there in the realm of the potential. And potential is latent power. Potential are the things that we have been wired to do, but somehow we have not yet done them. Potential are things we have been wired to do, but somehow we have not, had the privilege or the opportunity to manifest them. Things that are in you that you are yet to release. The reason certain people are not able to gravitate towards you is because there are certain things in the realm of your potential that are yet to get into the realm of manifestation. Because until you manifest certain things, you don't attract certain people. Until you manifest certain things, you don't attract certain resources. Certain things don't move towards you until you reflect certain things. Certain people did not come to Jesus. Disciples did not flow to Jesus when he was in the carpenter's shed. But when he manifested, when the Spirit of the Lord came upon him and the sonship in him was declared, and he went into the wilderness to be empowered, to be robed with power, and he returned from the wilderness, after fasting for 40 days, he was empowered, he was robed in power. He found where it was written of him in the book of Isaiah, and then he read it that the Spirit of the Lord was upon him. And after he, read these things, they said the eyes of every one of them was glued upon him, and his fame began to spread. It spread abroad, it spread from regions, it spread to regions. It began to command influence and affluence. Why? Because something in the realm of his potential has traveled to the realm of manifestation. He said the earnest expectation of the creature, they await the manifestation. So everyone waits for you to manifest. So there are certain things in you and me that needs to manifest, that needs to come alive, that needs to come to light. So mentors do a little more than teachers. They do a little more than just give you knowledge. Mentors are the easiest way to learn. Mentors are the easiest way to learn. Your mentor will unlock your greatness. Your mentor will unlock your greatness. Mentors are more than teachers. They are a little more than teachers. They don't just give you knowledge. Teachers love information. Teachers, they love information. Mentors love their protege. Mentors love their protege. Teachers enjoy education. Teachers enjoy education. Mentors enjoy impartation. When you see a qualified mentor, he enjoys impartation. He wants to impact to you. Skill can be gotten either through acquisition through education or learning some things, but there is also a skill that comes through impartation. Through impartation. Angels came and gave, it touched Daniel and imparted upon him skill. So there is imparted skill, there is acquired skill. Mentors help you with some dimensions of impartation as it has to do with the skill. Then teachers study to know. Teachers study to know. Mentors study to sow. A mentor studies to sow. They study to sow or impart. Like Paul, it was said in scriptures, he said he wanted to impart spiritual gifts. Paul wanted to impart spiritual gifts. So mentors are not necessarily cheerleaders. They are actually coaches. They are life coaches. They are life coaches. Their role is not merely to confirm what you are doing correctly. Their goal is to correct you and prevent you from making a mistake. Their goal is to correct you and prevent you from making a mistake. There are two ways to learn. You either learn by mistakes or you learn by mentors. And one way to teach a fool is through mistakes. But most wise men learn from mentors. They learn from mentors. So here are 5 facts about mentorship. Here are 5 facts I want you to take today about mentorship. Number 1, you will usually have more than one mentor in your life. You will usually have more than one mentor in your life. Some people have financial mentors. I have spiritual mentors. I have career mentors. I have leadership mentors. You will need academic mentors. You have different mentors as it relates to different parts of your life. Number 2, different kinds of mentorship exist. Different kind of mentorship exist. Different kind of mentorship exist. Some of us are mentored through tapes, books, and relationship. And one thing you should know about mentorship is that it's like an engrafting. It's like an engraftment. It is one thing to, when a good tree that produces good fruits, another tree can be engrafted into that tree so that it bears that same order of fruit. For example, we all, as children of God, were engrafted into Christ. That is, we were planted, we were uprooted from a former source and engrafted into a new soul that bears eternal life. That is how mentorship is. However, there can always be a primary mentor who remains with you throughout your life. That is it. Many. So you can have a primary mentor. And one thing you need to do with your mentors is that you need to pursue them, cherish them, and protect your gifts from God, which is your mentor. You must protect them. Mentors are prophetic access to the future. They are prophecies of your future. Number 3, you need to respect and protect the access your mentor permits you. Mentors are not sponsors. Like I said, mentors are monitors. Mentors will not always be there. There are certain battles you need to face alone. So every time you gain access to them, don't show them how much you know. Rather, show them how much you want to know. Mentors are not those who go to show how much of wealth, of knowledge, of substance, of resources that you have acquired. No. Mentors are people that you cherish their presence. You cherish access to them. You don't go there to display knowledge. You go there. You go before them to extract knowledge. Number 4, treasure any invitation for private discussion with your mentor. Treasure the presence of your mentor. Treasure and one thing with mentorship is that until you are able to discern difference, you may not be able to explore the treasures that are your mentors. Your mentor does not have to be as rich as you. Your mentor may not even have the resources you have, but he is blessed with enough wisdom to help you manage your resources properly. The presence of others changes the level of intimacy and information. When you are in the presence of your mentor, you receive much more than you can receive from any other person. You receive more from your pastor if he qualifies to be your mentor. Because the information he communicates is more specific, exact, and precise, just for you. The thoughts and opinion of others present often dilute and even weaken the impartation. So always treasure private conversation with your mentor. Cherish private conversation sessions with your mentor. Schedule meetings with your mentor where you want to ask questions. Only those who ask questions are entitled to answers. Only those who ask questions are entitled to answers. And when you are armed with questions, you get the most from a mentor. You get the most from a mentor. Finally, your mentor often discerns whether you discern his worth or not. Most mentors know if you are there to just while away time, or if you really see something that they carry. Don't pursue after mentors that you don't have something that is in them that you cherish. No words need to be spoken. Flattering words are unnecessary. You don't need to flatter your mentor. Persuasive words do not matter. When you are in the presence of someone who truly respects what you know, you detect it instantly. So worthy mentors can detect if the person standing before them is a worthy protege. I have a young man that met me one day and he was like, he wants to be a part of our ministry. That, he had a revelation and he was interested in being part of our movement and he wants to be part of what we do. But as he was speaking, I could not feel a connection. I could not feel that what he was saying was true. He said so many beautiful words to me. He made me feel so, as a human being, like I was needed. But deep inside me, I could not feel that connection. And when, after a while, I didn't even contact him, he came to my office and he was saying some things. He wants, where is my center? Where is this and this? But I could not feel it. I didn't know why I could not just connect. I just feel he was just speaking with his tongue, but his heart was not there. Mentorship has to do with a heart engagement, heart to heart communication. It is your heart being knitted to the heart of somebody else. So you need to pursue qualified mentors. It's one of the secrets of success. Pursuing qualified mentors. Find that person. Find that individual that when you find yourself in their presence, they can pour themselves into you. But the only way you can do that is that you must have a meek spirit. Meekness is key to mentorship. You can never pursue a mentor if you are not meek. I want to believe that you have been impacted. I want to believe that these words, came through to you. And I believe that you are going to look for that mentor. Look for that mentor. A mentor is not a role model. A mentor is not a teacher. A mentor is an enemy of your failure. Mentors don't celebrate what you have done. Mentors celebrate the things you can do. How do you know what the mentor is? Always interested in the things that you can do. When you do a thing successfully and you meet a mentor, he is not interested. He will not clap for you. Rather, he will tell you you can do more. Every time you want to go beyond your best, find a mentor. Find someone that speaks you up. Find somebody that gets you running. Mentors. They are key to greatness. Every time I see my father in the Lord, Bishop David Oyedepo, I'm always stirred up. Why? Because he is a master instructor. He keeps instructing. He keeps instructing. He keeps instructing. So when you want to settle down with your better results, he's showing you there's the best one ahead. The best one ahead. Until you get to the acceptable, the perfect will of God, you can settle down. So don't settle with your present success. There is still more success ahead. But you need a mentor to move from success to success. You need a mentor to move from revelation to revelation. You need a mentor to move from discovery to discovery. May God open your eyes to see that mentor today. God bless you and have a inspired day today. I remain K. Daniels. Have a inspired day.